He wasn't on the line anymore, and he was upset.
Shout out to Rams getting 2-2.
So we're probably we're both in Melbourne at the same time.
Just go.
I'm gonna DJ.
Not really out of me calls. I didn't
Wow.
see the game.
It was pretty much everything we saw. What happened?
What's good? Man, we'll have to be there. He's like, you have to be here in a week. There's a cutoff. We'll be like an
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reupload podcast. This is episode 32. Fun fact, we actually are getting very, very close to the 1 year release of the podcast, which is, kind of nice. And
1 year.
Yeah, I know, 1 year. So today's special guest, known him for a little bit now. We met working and now have a nice friendship. This is my boy Andrey Dill. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I actually met Sam, I think back in November.
Yeah, I would say almost about a year now.
Oh, we're already in November.
I know, it's a
yeah, it was like end of the year, and then I see this guy come in, and I'm working with one of my best friends, Harry. So we're just like roast mode, and this guy comes, he's all sweaty, runs in.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, this guy reminds me of Seth Rogen. Like, he's got Seth Rogen energy. And he was like, you were so confident.
Thank you.
No, you were so confident. Like at first, first shift, people are usually meek and like,
Yeah.
oh, But you're like, yeah, like show me how to pour a beer, or maybe you already knew how to.
I
pour
knew
a
how
beer.
to, but there was a couple things. There was something though that I definitely
All you really
never
know, all you need to know is how to pour like a drink or something.
Still got a lot of people that don't know how to do that. I'm not naming names at UTS.
Yeah, if you haven't worked in hospo, I think everyone should work a bit in hospo.
Oh, you have to for sure.
Just so you know how to treat hospitality staff.
Oh, you do exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm finally left the industry. I don't think I'm gonna go back, to be honest. I don't know.
I think give it up. I think do more production stuff.
Yeah.
And I think anyone can get a role as like a PA.
You're not
production
wrong.
assistant. Like
you're not wrong.
That's the best
fair.
way. You're gonna be the coffee boy.
Hey, I'll be a coffee
for a while,
boy.
But someone's gonna notice you. Some director's gonna be like, I like the look of this guy.
I like the way he holds my coffees.
I like he always gets my order right. So let's get him on the shoot.
Mm-hmm. So this is completely off topic, but I'm just
go for it. Let's keep it.
When did you fucking start working in the bar?
I started working. So we work at the UTS bars.
Formerly did.
I still do shifts there just because
really?
extra cash.
Yeah, fair enough.
You work a Saturday. With Australia, it pays so well for hospitality.
So I don't think I could go back because did I tell you what when I quit?
No.
So I quit over text. Firstly,
did you quit or get fired?
I quit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like so sick of just getting one shift a week.
Oh yeah.
Not even one shift a week. It might have been like one shift.
You woke up and you're like, man, I got one shift.
Exactly.
I need cash.
I need money. I was like
money.
I was giving him like no offense, no hard things, and nothing against him, but like it's kind of obvious when half the staff have left now.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's like I'm not gonna.
It changed. The culture changed.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was so good when I got there. It was like I think the start of this year, it was like really fucking sick.
Yeah, let's be honest. So I started 4 years ago at UTS because I applied in February.
Yeah.
I got because my old job, I was working at a high tea place at the QVB.
Oh yeah, I know.
Way different standards.
Yeah, I know.
So you're like walking around, hands behind your back, how are you, ma'am? Right this way, it's like high tea, keep your tie on. Excuse me, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, it's like old ladies, and they're like, oh, you're so cute, whatever.
Class we had.
Man, I had to play it up.
Yeah.
But the standards were so different, and then I get to UTS, and this is my first year of uni as well. Mm-hmm. So it was convenient that I was studying at UTS and I was working there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the standards were so low because a uni bar, it's technically not made to really, it's not a hugely profitable business.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're just kind of piling the money back into UTS activities, and they obviously, it's all funded by the government.
Yeah.
I assume.
You would imagine.
I don't know the backlog. I don't know how the back end works.
Yeah.
But the standards were so low, they just didn't care. You're serving uni students.
Exactly.
By uni students. So you're like, oh, here's a drink, whatever. But then when you joined up, it was different because this was post-COVID and they were revitalizing the culture. Yeah. So when you got there, what was it like?
It was, the first, I'll say this, from, let's say, from November, because a lot of people didn't know this, so I was still working another bar job. So I was working my other bar job as
Where
well.
were you at? You were
the
like
Aurora Rooftop Hotel.
like
Surrey
not
Hill.
like a what's the vibe?
It's similar.
But like a for-profit
Yeah,
business.
it's profit
Yeah.
business. It's obviously
Yeah.
making money. It's quite popular pub in Surrey Hills.
Yeah.
Like it was always busy. Like 90% of the time, even on Sundays, it would be packed
Yeah.
sometimes. So I was doing that at the same time. So I was only working I would work 2 shifts there, 2 shifts there, and both bosses didn't know I was working their job.
Yeah, I mean, they should assume that.
Yeah,
like,
they
if
should
you're getting
assume.
2 shifts.
Exactly. So and then
Unless you're like a 15-year-old, like who's just
Exactly.
getting pocket money.
Oh no, for sure, exactly. And then I was getting to the point I was like, because at the other job I wasn't working the bar a lot; they were just putting in the bottle shop. So I was just sick of it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done with
Is the
them.
bottle shop shift not as good?
No, well,
I'd assume it's just quiet.
it's
and
quite dead. Like now when I look back, I probably shouldn't have left, but in that moment,
Probably chill.
it was very chill.
Yeah.
In that moment, I was just like, bro, I just want to work on the bar. At this moment, that's all I wanted to do. I was just like, I didn't even have a passion for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I did, but I just
Because
was
you're talkative, like you want to interact.
Exactly.
You want to interact.
Bro,
with,
I would just be in there, someone would come in and be like, hi mate, just 3 fucking long necks. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, is that all, mate? Yeah, here's your cash.
Yeah.
Because I would always pay cash.
old people. Like
fucking
what kind of
old
like
fucking. It was either junkie. It was always we had this one junkie guy that would always come in.
Right.
He had a dog. You probably would have seen the guy because he walks around from fucking uni all the way to fucking Surrey Hills every fucking day. He walks around with this little dog. He speaks like this. He's like.
like a bogan?
Like very bogan. He only ever has coins, but not just
So
little.
he's homeless.
No, not about. Yeah, he's definitely homeless.
Or like yeah.
Not little amount of. He has like a bunch of 20-cent pieces. So
Do you have a
he'll give
sign with him like my dog's starving?
No, not at all. But he would always. He would be wearing the hat. He would come in and it would be like, yeah, mate, just these ones. And then it would usually be 2 long necks. I'm pretty sure of. I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was fucking old mate, old something.
Like
2 years old. 2 years old.
2 years old. Yeah.
So he would come in and
Classy.
get
Highbrow.
I've never had it before.
Probably better than VB.
No, I hate VB.
I hate VB.
I hate VB
and I
as well.
hate the trend of like all guys our age.
Oh, so I never
Just
was on it.
admit that like it's not good.
So I have some mates that will only drink VB. I can't stand it.
Do you develop a taste for it?
Maybe, but then the thing is, I hate my 2 least favorite beers are Heineken and VB.
Heineken's alright.
So I've never
Yeah.
the minute
It's European.
yeah, but some European beers are good, like fucking Stella. Fucking,
Yeah, Stella's classy.
Oh, what else? Oh my god, what's the other one? The one from Belgium. I've just got the name of it.
I'm not drinking no Belgian
No,
beers.
no. Oh my god, Prony Italian.
Oh, Peroni.
Stella's,
Yeah, Italian,
Stella's.
But
Belgium.
those are both light beers.
Yeah.
So maybe you have an affinity for
But not even because I've liked some other beer. I like a super dry, which and
light.
light again. Maybe it's just light
Super
beers.
light.
I don't know, man. Anyways, back to my fucking
Yeah.
guy. He would come in and bring up like a bunch of 20-cent pieces, and he would fucking count it to them. He never got it wrong, not one
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
time. And I'm like, I'm like, fuck me, that's $6, and he's
In
giving
20-cent coins.
In 20-cent coins.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, does this dude have some fucking superpower? I would talk to like my coworkers and I'd be like, bro, this dude, he comes in every morning. Usually, sometimes. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a real McCoy. It was this cola. So it's like a cola and whiskey. It was the brand was called Real McCoy.
Yeah.
He was the only guy that ever got it, and
Yeah.
would bring the 60%, the 20.
Because he knows what he wants. Because he's like, it's not like are you assuming the superpower is he always gives you the right amount of
Yes,
money?
the right amount of money.
Because that's all he does.
Yeah, no, he's used to it.
He collects the money and then
And
he's
you-
like, today I will be getting my drink.
No, for
This
sure.
is an alcoholic.
Yeah, for sure. But it's so funny. It was funny thinking about it because like he would fucking the minute. I'm like, surely he's fucked up this time. Never would.
Impressive.
Very
Did you get a name?
No. But he's probably if you walked
But a
up,
character, yeah,
If
he's
you went up
like-
to Woolworths, in Surrey Hills, there's the Woolworths.
Yeah.
Near the
Is-
other side of the station, the
near
Metro.
Beresford?
No, that
Oh, the one near Central?
Central, yeah, Central. He sat near that door every time, and you would see him, and because like, sometimes you wouldn't see him, but then other times he would be there. And
Right. Have we established that he's homeless?
yeah, he's definitely
Okay,
homeless.
he's homeless,
But
okay, yeah.
anyway, so I'm working that job,
Yeah.
and I'm working the UTS
Yeah.
job, and then obviously I once we went to the new year, I was only doing the UTS job for about until I left.
Yeah. Okay. So you joined UTS in November.
Yeah.
And then you were getting decent shifts, right?
I was getting I was having like the 2, maybe a 3 a week,
Yeah.
depending.
I
Usually,
mean, and I think it's because we weren't overstaffed at that point.
exactly.
as
So
well.
it was 6. So
Yeah.
I would get as much as I was happy with it, and at this point, I would call in sick the other place. I'm like, because I wanted to work
Yeah.
at the bar. Because
And you'd talk to me because like
Yeah.
this is when we started developing a friendship.
exactly.
So you're like, yeah, like I'm gonna work here more because the bottle shop is dead.
And it was shit. I hated
Yeah,
it.
it's mentally draining for me.
Exactly, 100%. So then we got into the new year, and then this is when obviously the staff picked up and stuff, and
Yeah.
you'd see a new person, and like our staff members, the ones we get on with, we
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah,
Love them.
lovely-
Invited,
lovely folk.
literally invited them to my 21st birthday.
Yeah,
So
that was fun.
That was fucking. Oh, mate,
That was
it was
good.
great. It was so cool.
That was good.
man.
I definitely, because I'm not a whiskey drinker,
Yeah.
but I think I was just like, you had a bar tab. So I was like, oh,
Right.
what's the most expensive thing I can get? And I was like, Chivas Regal.
Oh yeah, Chivas Regal's fucking expensive.
Is that
yeah.
nice? Is that considered
Yeah, it's considered like a
Highbrow?
nice. Yeah.
top shelf?
Yeah, 100%. Because if you get it, because what they do, they put in
God,
the grey packaging. Have you seen it? It's like the grey
The
box.
grey?
It's like a silver. It's like a silver greyish box packaging.
Okay.
Comes in.
Well, it's not. It definitely is no JD.
No.
You know, it's Chivas Regal. So.
Yeah, it's right. It's like it's
Yeah.
different, mate.
Yeah, but like I'm not a whiskey drinker, so I was like, oh, let's get the nicest one there is.
I'm not either. Oh, Jameson. Jameson's like one of my go-tos. So.
James, I hate Jameson.
Oh, do you?
It's that one drink. You'll always have that one drink where you had a bad experience with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it was like when I was 16 or something.
Mine's
like,
Bundaberg rum.
what? Bundaberg?
Rum, bruh.
Rum gives you a headache.
But I like white rum and spice, but I can't do dark.
What? Rum is just like sugar.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's you know how beer is wheat and vodka's potatoes or whatever.
Yeah. What's gin?
Gin's
my I like gin.
Yeah,
tonics.
gin's nice. When I first started, so
Yeah, it's that way.
God, this the alcohol podcast.
Yeah.
So
Start of your fave. Fucking hell.
we should be having a drink right now.
I know. I full would. Do I have? Let me.
We're both dry. It's
I have my full license.
It's like 12.
I have
It's 12 during
I have
the
my
day.
full license, so like, do you have your fulls?
No.
Okay, then we'll save it for next time.
But also another point. I don't think I'd ever have a drink and drive. That's my like. I don't have many
really?
morals. I don't have like.
Really?
I'm not hardcore morally, but because
Hey, I respect it though. I actually do.
it was this one video, right?
Yeah, tell me.
So, mood killer. But there was this one video. I was on Facebook, and then the video comes up, and it's this guy. Apparently, he's just hit a little girl. He hit a little girl, like a 2-year-old,
Yeah.
and then he like it's all CCTV from people's like
Yeah.
homes. Like he's driving around. He like pulls up into this like side alley,
Mm-hmm.
and then the police, like with their body cameras, like they catch him, and he's like leaning outside of his car, and he's like distraught.
Fuck.
And mentally, I was just like, imagine that feeling. You were drinking, you didn't mean to hit that girl,
Yeah.
but everything combined, like you lost some control, and now your life, first of all, terrible for the little girl. Like,
Yeah.
she's just
Oh,
lost her life.
She's dead. Exactly.
Yeah, like the guilt you must feel.
100%.
Not selfishly, like terrible for the girl,
Oh, yeah.
but also the destruction
Yeah, you couldn't
of
think
just
anything worse.
instant like that.
Yeah.
It's just never worth it. Like we have Uber, we have everything.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is, so what I'll do, if I'm say I'm going to a pub or something, I'm doing something. Even like I'll give you a good example. I was at Ivy on Thursday.
Yeah.
I drove because I had to get up early. I was doing this thing for this volunteer thing for UTS
But also, why are you driving?
because I had to be up early. I had to be up really early, and I didn't want to drink much. I wanted to have, so I literally was like,
But where are you parking?
I don't know.
What's
I
the point
parked
of
at
driving to
Kingsford.
the city?
So I didn't drive to the city. I parked at Kingsford and then got the light rail in.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
that's
know
all
people
right.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to drink that much. I had 2 drinks. So they're like, I'll stop myself. I'm not going to have 2 drinks over like an hour. I meant 3 drinks over an hour, but I was there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I had 2 total drinks. The most I'll ever
Yeah,
drink
it
when
like
I drive.
goes out of your system or
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
Like,
The most I'll ever
blood
drink
level,
when I
yeah.
drive is 3. That's it.
Okay, cool.
But I'm not going to.
Is that the legal? Is that over like an hour? What's the rule on that?
Yeah, usually that's like over 4 hours, which is like way less. Like you're allowed 2 in the first hour, and then it's an hour, 1 every hour. But obviously that's going to be a standard.
Exactly.
one
Like
standard
some
size.
blood types are going to digest alcohol a lot more than
exactly.
Some
For
other ones.
me, I could probably get through. Let's say we're there 4 hours, probably get through 5 or 6, and I'll
Yeah.
probably be okay.
Okay,
Realistically, but I'm never going to do it. I just
Yeah.
don't. I usually, what I'm like, I'm having 3, no matter how long I'm there.
And if you know you're going to be seriously drinking, you just won't drive.
Yeah, exactly. I just won't drive. Like
Yeah.
example, tonight could be fucked. Because I got
Tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna home the venue. It's my mate's doing. Did you see that thing? It's like this DJ competition.
No.
It's called
Is one of our work friends doing that, Sarab?
He might be. I don't know.
I don't know. But he's been like doing some high level
He's
gigs.
doing fucking everything. So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. So my mate, he's went to school with him. Zuso, former that's his DJ name. He was on the podcast as well.
What is it?
Is it Zuso?
Zuso.
That's his real name's Gabs.
That's fresh.
So he was on like 20 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And so we're watching him. So shout out Shout out to my boy.
Shout out. What's his name?
Zuso.
Shout out Zusa.
Hey, let's go.
Shout out Zusa.
So a bunch of like, we don't ever get like all the Waverley boys to like go out because I'm not always close to some of them, and then the ones.
Which one did you say? Waverley boys.
Yeah, Waverley boys. Yeah. So my
you didn't go to Waverley.
No, I did.
You went to Waverley, the private school.
Yeah, mate. Mate,
Gotcha.
One of the few Jews that have ever been there.
Yeah. No, because I went to Rose Bay.
Yeah, I know that.
At least for first 3 years of year 7, 8, 9.
So yeah,
so I knew the Waverley.
Because I was talking to a friend. Someone was asking me the other day. It was like, "Who's coming on the?" "Who's coming on the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, my mate Andrey. I worked with him, and they know Tomer.
Yeah, Tamer.
And they're like, and I'm
yeah,
like,
okay. Yeah,
and then I'm like, how do they? Because I know you've mentioned it, but I must have forgot. I was like, how do they know? And because they both went to Rose Bay. I was like, that makes sense.
Also, just like in the East, there's a tightly knit Jewish community.
Yes, we are. So
yeah,
we're all fucking related to each other. It seems like it.
No, good on you guys. Stay together. That's what. Oh God, this is dicey. But that's what Jewish people do well. Like they support their own.
We do.
Like you can see it in New York. You can see it all over the world. Like you buy Jewish-owned products. You shop Jewish.
So I'm just a bad Jew though, because like
what, you're like eating bacon or something?
Yeah.
egg and bacon rolls.
Yeah. Oh mate.
Are you religiously Jewish?
No. I've never been. Like I'm an Orthodox.
Were you raised?
Yeah. I was never raised that because my mum's very chill. My dad's Anglican.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So not Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
Mum is like through the blood. You're Jewish.
Yeah, no, but I am Jewish. I've had my bar mitzvah.
Okay, cool.
I like my cousin's bar mitzvah was like 2 weekends ago. I was up speaking Hebrew and shit. I don't know Hebrew that well, but like
no one knows. You just learn the script.
Yeah, you learn the script exactly. You know exactly. So, mate,
read the Torah.
So this is what I did. I knew it off by heart, so I pretended to read the Torah to make everybody think. But I just my speech off heart. Yes, what I had to say.
Okay, cool.
And it was a long passage. It was like fucking like
in Hebrew.
Yeah,
you're a good Jew.
No, but I didn't know what the fuck I was saying. I was just reading.
It's like a song. Knew like the words. Yeah,
I knew the English version of it because what they do, they translate to English and then say the words like Shiva or something, and they'll write Shiva instead of just doing.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's like I know what you mean.
But like
that's how my mom texts me because I speak Russian with my mom.
Yeah.
So she'll like she's overseas right now, so like we'll be texting on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And then she'll say "Mой дорогой," which means like my precious. But she uses English words because my reading and writing of Russian is like a 2-year-old.
Oh really?
I'm like pointing the finger and doing.
Can you just not read? Can you not read or write?
Man. Okay, so let's get into it. So I was born in Russia.
Yeah, we were going to say, look at this fucking...
I'll let you...
No, you go. No.
So I was born in Russia.
Andrey was born in Russia.
I was born in Russia.
He was.
But, like, I came to Australia when I was 6.
Yeah,
So I didn't go to school in Russia.
Yeah.
I did go to Russian school for a bit in Marubra. But, like, I wasn't listening.
There's a Russian school in Marubra?
Yeah, there's a Russian school.
Where?
I think they like on weekends. How like there's like culture schools.
Yeah.
A lot of Russian Jews.
Oh yeah, because all my Jewish friends are Russian.
Yeah, they're all Russian Jews, especially in Australia.
Yeah, mate. I didn't realize how bad it was because I never had Russian Jews. I didn't have any Jewish friends growing up. When I was like a kid, I did, but like I was like 8.
Were you raised here?
Yeah, born in Melbourne, but like
born in Melbourne, yeah. But Aussie.
Yeah, Aussie as Aussie can be.
Okay, cool.
Apart from I don't look as Aussie. Sometimes with the beard and the
true, but like if my first natural reaction was like Seth Rogen, like you're pretty Jewish.
Yeah, very. Not the moment.
In the best, not
the moment. Like the fucking.
Not the moment. That's Jewish. What do you mean?
A little bit.
Beard hair. So I was born in Russia.
Tell the story.
But I didn't go to school in Russia.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to like learn to read and write.
Yeah.
I know the alphabet, and I can kind of string words together.
Yeah.
And because I speak fluently. It helps because I can recognize it and I can just kind of put it together.
Oh, yeah.
But never ask me to read something or write something. I could never admit to that.
So say we're in Russia right now. Obviously,
I hope not.
I hope not. It'll be a horrible time. Oh, no. Fucking see you later, mate. And you're just walking around. You're walking around and you saw store names. You saw store names and shit.
I saw what?
Like names of stores and stuff in the Russian.
Yeah, sure.
Would you be able to?
You'd
be
probably.
Able to read it?
Like, because it's it's one word and it's like massive lettering. Like McDonald's.
Yeah.
I could probably put it together.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be instant. Like store. Yeah, I can
Dell,
instantly
for example,
put it together. You're not
like
really
that.
reading it. You're just like understanding it.
Oh yeah, cool.
I'd have to like break it down.
What what was it like in the early years of school? Especially being like, you obviously sounded Russian. You probably had.
No, I didn't.
Really?
So
what was your English? Do you remember?
I think so. What my parents tell me is I learned English and Russian at the same time.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So because at home I'm speaking Russian. I never spoke English with my family, except my sister.
Yeah.
Who's like 3 years younger, but she was born in New Zealand. So
How did that add up?
because we went to New Zealand. So I left Russia when I was 2.
Yes.
Went to New Zealand for 4 years.
Yeah.
Got that New Zealand citizenship.
Oh, so
I'm a New Zealand citizen, but actively looking into becoming an Australian.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways because
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
But only in 2016 they changed it. So
Oh, really?
If I graduated before 2016, I would not be able to get HECS debt.
Oh, fuck.
I would be.
Oh,
I'd be
mate.
paying out like international student
Fuck.
fees. But
So you're a dual citizen. Yeah, with Russian.
no,
Are you Russian?
no, I lost my Russian citizenship.
But you're born there.
Yeah, I was born there. I can get it, but
Yeah.
I just chose not to renew it
Renew it,
because
okay.
too lazy, and like I'm not planning on
You're not going to Russia anytime soon.
developing like any connections to Russia. In the meantime, I'd go there on holiday like you would.
Yeah.
know?
Not anytime soon though.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand. So I became a New Zealand citizen, and then mum was complaining to dad. She was like, "Oh, it's too cold," so we moved to Australia.
Just like that. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
just like that.
Wow.
So I don't think I know a lot of people moved around a lot more than I did, but I did go to quite a few schools, and
Yeah.
especially primary school. I think I went to like 8
Oh,
different
really?
primary schools. Yeah.
Which ones that you remember?
There's like Sunny Meadows Primary School. These are all
Definitely.
in Queensland.
Oh,
So I
wait.
lived in Queensland for 4
fuck.
years.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sunny Meadows.
Yeah, I'm not going to know anything.
But one was Mueller College. So my parents were like, let's do private school for a bit, you know,
Yeah.
get them hooked up.
Yeah.
So I went to Mueller College for 1 year,
Yeah.
and it was highly religious.
Oh, no.
Man, I got like a behavior book. We had Chinese class.
Oh, fuck.
And like, I don't know what we were doing. Like we were watching Mulan or something.
Yeah,
And I was just joking around. And then I got put on a behavior book. Like where you have to sign off like,
What the
he
fuck?
behaved well in class.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
like
Okay.
every school had like a
Yeah,
behavior book.
yeah.
I didn't feel like I was a bad kid, but because it was like highly religious and like in a rural area.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no hold bars. Like the principal would have like a metal relay stick.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're doing a
Yeah,
race
yeah,
and
like
then,
a
you know
baton.
those metal
Yeah,
baton.
baton.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yep.
And she was like, if anyone like in front of the whole assembly. Grade 1 to 12.
Yep.
She's like, if anyone misbehaves, you're gonna get the stick.
What
and
the
stuff
fuck?
like that. So I don't think that's legal anymore. Like,
Right, it wasn't. Wait, what? So what year was this? This was
2008.
Yeah, so what was it? I was 7. Yeah, so I was in like year 2.
Yeah, I was 8.
Yeah,
It was like year 2, year 3.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So yeah, that
What
was
fucking
cool.
type of school is what?
Weird. Well, like every morning we'd like go to chapel. Like it was a
Oh,
massive
yeah.
chapel, and we're like, God, I love God.
Yep,
You know, He fills my soul. We're all
Yep.
singing.
Mate, Waverley College for fucking 7 years. I know exactly.
Is Waverley College religious?
Fucking bro, it's like it's so religious.
Really?
Yeah,
It doesn't come off as religious.
It doesn't at all. But like, if you went there,
I know the Jewish school. What's the
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, yeah,
Morai,
yeah.
They're also very. Well, Mum never wanted us to send her there because of how religious and stuff
Yeah,
it is.
gotcha. Insulated, like
It
maybe
is.
she wanted you to interact with people from all walks of life.
She did because it's just you're in that same circle, and then you don't. Most of my Jewish friends have never escaped it.
Exactly.
I'm
yeah.
like most of my Jewish friends. I'm the only one that isn't Jewish. Like that.
that
Can you
isn't
go
in that like
in circle,
yeah
in the
in
circle.
the I'm friends with Jewish people.
Exactly.
Like this is my community. This
Exactly.
is my family.
Most
Friends.
of them just got friends from school. A couple of them, obviously they have other friends, but like
Yeah.
you know, I'm the first one to come with a group that wasn't
Yeah,
part of
I
that
think
circle.
I think it's good to have that like community around you, but
It
also
is.
like the fear is like they gossip a lot, right? I'm not saying you guys are.
They do, bro. It's my family, bro. If we went, I'm not gonna go into my family situation, but
Yeah.
my mum's side of my family is like, it's fucked up. Like we're like literally not accepted or anything.
Yeah, the whole community gossips and like you're expelled from this community.
Yeah.
We heard about whatever.
Exactly. Like it's crazy, man. It's so crazy.
But it's good having like that community because I moved around. We didn't have like a lot of like family friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my mum's more social than my dad, so she's got a couple of friends here and there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
very, I think moving from Russia to here just on a whim.
Yeah.
I think you have to be a type of person
Oh, you would be
who
for sure.
it just drops everything and it's like very independent.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do something like that. But then it's not like it's not, mate. When you're
Yeah.
that young, you're just like, where the fuck are we?
Well, also because we're at the age, like, you know, we want our friends there.
Exactly,
You know, we feel comfortable. It's hard to escape that comfort zone.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah. So I think they were pretty progressive to do that.
You would have to be.
You know,
for
leave a non-English speaking country. First of all, a country where the West English speaking country is like the devil.
Sure. Yeah.
At least from what I know.
Yeah.
That's what you're taught.
Wow.
So just jumping on and being like, let's go to New Zealand. I always ask them, I'm like, what made you come to Australia and New Zealand? Like,
Yeah.
how do you even make that connection from Russia?
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Okay. So, yeah.
We're back.
We're back in this bitch.
So what I wanted to talk about is...
He wants to know, hey, I'm always happy to answer questions.
You guys probably know because like all of your production is kind of intertwined.
It is.
It's under the brand of Sam Fraser. So if you know about the podcast, you've probably seen the TikToks of you doing the health thing.
Yep.
And I'm quite into health because I don't know, but I was a fat kid.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I had moments when I look at myself and I'm like, yeah, I was a fat kid.
I mean, I know you just know unless you're like a skinny kid, you're
Yeah,
probably a fat kid.
I was like fat kid, and then I was like skinny, and then I started eating.
You went to
too much.
skinny?
Yeah, because after puberty, I was like, I used to weigh like, I was 75 kilos in year 10, and then I put on.
Yes, I think that's average.
Yeah, but I was like skinny. I was like same height.
You're tall
skinny.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like skinny and shit, and then I went and ate. This is when my injury issues started happening. So,
Gotcha.
And then I was in America and I ate so much fat.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to the US, you're not eating.
But I put on fucking 10
clean,
put on 10 kilos
Yeah.
within like 6 weeks. So let's say
Reasonable.
6-7 weeks, which is
reasonable.
Like, and then
kilo and a half a week.
Exactly. And now from this point, now I'm at that weight I was.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm like at
Yeah.
85
So you just
kilos.
lost your. Okay, but whatever. So
Yeah,
you're doing this TikTok series.
Yeah.
50 days.
Yes.
Where'd you get the inspiration for it?
Funny enough, the guest who I had on the episode before this, his name's Alex. So he
Shout
did
out
it.
Alex.
Shout out Alex. He was doing it, and I ran into the chef. Let's say maybe a couple months ago. Yeah, maybe less. Let's say about a month and a half ago, and yeah, he was asking about the podcast and stuff, like how's it going, because he loves all the film type stuff.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then I was like, yeah, I've seen this Project 50 thing. What's that about? And he was explaining it to me, and I was like, you know what?
Did you say Project 50?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I was like, you know what? I want to lose some weight. It's about time, and
it's holding yourself accountable.
Exactly.
Like that's the
exactly. And then I was like, you know what? Let me do it. So I had a couple things on that weekend. I knew I was going to be blind. I knew I was going to get up in time. But then from that Monday, I think it was I can't remember what it was now because it's
final blowout.
Yeah, like the last Sunday and Saturday, I knew I was going to eat like shit. I was going to drink, and then that Monday I was going to be disciplined.
Okay,
and then
cool.
Since then, I've been.
Yeah, so I've been watching these videos because we don't work anymore. But like, I'll stay in touch. I'll see what you're doing on social media.
My boy.
Come on, gotta support.
Thank you, bro.
You know, seeing these every day, I tried doing a similar thing.
Yeah.
Where I was, this was in lockdown, and then I was like, I'm gonna be a long distance runner. So I watched if anyone's seen it, the Nike sub 2 hour.
The Kipchoge.
Kipchoge,
yeah.
right? Kipchoge.
I love that story.
So
it's one of my favorite videos.
I was like, oh, you know, God, if this, you know, Kenyan can do it, I could probably do it. Not sub 2 hour marathon, but like long distance running.
Yeah,
Because I've always enjoyed running. Like my mum, when I was a kid, she used to make me do laps and stuff.
Yeah.
So I liked running. So I got the Kipchoge shoes.
Oh, you have the
Ultra Flies?
The Ultra?
Alpha Flies, Nike Alpha Flies.
The big foamy ones,
Massive foamy ones.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Bro, it's fat.
It's like 10 centimeter foam.
What the fuck?
It looks ridiculous.
Brutal.
It looks like an alien shoe. But it's got a carbon plate in it. Plate in it where it kind of dips. So it propels you with every step. You're like flying forward. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got the shoes. I was like, I'm going to start doing long distance running. And then I started a TikTok series as well.
Yeah.
Because TikTok just is like great they've got a great UI where you can just like quickly film and stay consistent.
Yeah, for sure.
Really quick to get it up on the platform. So I started recording, but I only did 3 days. Because after the third day, I'm like, God, like editing it and like filming it. So I'm surprised that yours one day
Today I need to put out day. Oh my god, I think it's day 40. No, it says 41 because I upload the videos the day. So I'll upload day 40 today.
Yeah.
So 41
but like,
today.
And you mentioned before the podcast, you're like, oh, I'm just so sick of filming food.
Oh, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So what I want to do after this, I'm gonna probably do like a week in a life type thing. So I'm still gonna like maintain the diet and stuff, but I'll have probably one cheat day.
1 week.
What'll be one cheat day a week?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna do that Friday.
And is that so? Okay, so to the health thing.
Yeah.
A cheat day, is that because you're finding yourself craving? You know, it's that being consistent with that healthy.
Well, like example, if I'm at the pub, for example, or something, and I'm like, instead of like having to fucking go spend a bunch more money, or say I'm in a rush and the only option is unhealthy food.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be as like pissed off with myself if I do eat something unhealthy.
Because you've dedicated the day for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm still probably gonna stay healthy. I'm not gonna go, say we're out for a feed, for example, I'm not gonna go and get like a fucking burger, chips and wings.
Yeah, you won't go extreme because now you're aware of, you know.
And I've enjoyed the dieting and I've enjoyed eating better. So my big goal with this, which I should have told you before, was wherever I'm at food wise, I want to eat the healthiest thing on the menu.
Okay, nice. So that's the ethos of
exactly.
this diet.
That's like the big like diet, main thing with the diet. And obviously, like I'm not gonna lie to you, like there's been a couple of days, and I mentioned this on the other I mentioned this on the podcast before. There's been a couple of days when I have like I regretted certain things. Like one day the first thing when I started off, my problem was because I was like I need to eat less calories.
Just calories, yeah.
I need to eat less calories, which was a problem, and I have stuff.
It's so easy. I don't think people understand. Unless you've tracked like calories, it's so easy to overeat.
Oh, it is. 100%.
Everything's, man. I know everyone loves avocado. I love avocado. You can't just eat a whole avocado because it's like 1,000 calories.
Exactly, and if you do,
it's healthy fat, but calories are calories.
Yeah, and if you do, like example, I might have that for breakfast a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And then I but the thing is, I won't eat again till dinner.
Wait, you'll do that now?
No, like sometimes, like that's happened a couple times during the
Okay, yeah, sure.
For example, because sometimes I can usually be okay for like 2-3 meals a day, and that's it.
That's what I do.
See,
I've been doing intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Since like, whatever year 9 or something.
Yeah.
But that's because I generally don't like to eat breakfast.
See, I'm the same. I don't either.
It's the worst. Like I really feel sick. I can't think about food until 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That's probably not natural. I think
it isn't because but the thing is, like right now we're filming, I haven't eaten yet, and it's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So
it's because like I think the body, humans are so adaptable.
No, we are 100%.
You can really train yourself to do anything if you really just set your mind to it.
No, for sure, 100%.
It's just habit. Like humans are just creatures of habit.
Do you like breakfast food though?
I love breakfast.
Same
food.
as me.
I love breakfast. Recently as well, like
Mate,
I went on holiday to the snow, and
that looked fucking sick, by the way.
That was cool, yeah. And then me and my girl, we decided to do like a Canadian style breakfast. Man, that is good stuff.
Mate, it slaps.
Maple syrup on the scrambled eggs, bacon, like American style bacon, like that really fatty strip.
Yeah.
Like pancakes. Just, all the good stuff.
I've just realised I have not had bacon in like since the challenge.
You're a bad Jew.
I haven't had it in like.
Oh, you're a good Jew. Yeah.
I haven't had it in like 40 days. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. Maybe once. No, I think once I did.
Once you had bacon in the last, because you're just like on that healthy stuff.
Yeah.
Bacon's not that bad.
It isn't that bad as long as
it's technically just meat.
As long as you fucking don't cook it with a bunch of fucking oils and shit, you're like okay.
Yeah, and don't cook bacon with oil. It's like all the natural fat is gonna.
And if you do, you spray a little bit of, if you want to like non-stick. If you got a non-stick, if you have a sticky pan, like, bit of spray. That's it. That's what you need.
Yeah, I mean.
That's what you need.
Yeah, it shouldn't stick anyways.
No,
also, just who still has like sticky pans?
Yeah, no, true.
Just get a non-stick pan.
Exactly.
But like all props to you because like that's impressive that you're still.
Thank you, bro. But like, I'm not gonna go back to the old habits and stuff and like constantly. I'm still like obviously I'm in a situation where I still eat out a lot. Yeah. But I would just always I'm going for the healthier option and stuff. And
Are you a comfort eater?
No.
No.
Not at all.
So you're not like okay.
But
impressive.
Like I do like to, if I'm with friends, I like to eat, but
exactly, yeah.
But that's it. Like example, like let's say today I'll probably, I don't know, I'll eat here and then I'll probably be hungry. The thing is sometimes I'm hungry with this challenge because I'm not eating as many calories.
Yeah.
So like I've had days. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, Sam? I'll have days when I've eaten like less than like, I've eaten like 1,300 calories.
What the fuck, Sam?
14. But I'm trying to stick on each day. I'm trying to stay under 2,000.
Are you tracking?
No, not at all. But
how do you know you're
but I have an
not
idea
going
because
over 2,000?
Because I tracked like for the first couple of days, and I was like, okay, if I'm eating
Okay,
this,
so
this, and this,
yeah, now you have
I have like an
eyeball.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
like an idea.
Yeah.
But like example today, yesterday I probably ate, probably a little bit over 2. But like I'm not like
Sure,
example.
which you should be, because also you're physically exerting yourself.
Exactly.
You're playing basketball.
Exactly, and I'm working. I'm like being on my shit with basketball. Like example, after this, I'm gonna go probably play basketball 2 hours.
Yeah, and which is a high cardio. You know.
Exactly. So my main goal has to be the calorie deficit, as in work out more, eat
And
less.
like calorie deficits, just like calories in, calories out.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
I
all it
know
is.
people like go keto, do this and this and this. Don't eat before 9.
No.
At the end of the day, it's pure maths.
I don't want to be that guy, but I think I've proved this. I've lost. I'll probably end up losing. I could end up losing. Let's say by the end of this, 12 kilos. Let's say
Crazy.
in 50 days, possibly, which it's ridiculous.
Is that healthy?
It probably isn't. But the thing is, all this is from just. I'm not like I'm not starving myself. This is just from picking the right foods.
It's just
not
picking
the
like
right
picking
foods
different.
and then just being on my shit. And I don't feel like physically bad. There's a couple of days because like my sleep hasn't been as good because I've had to get up a certain time with this challenge. So I have to get up before 8 o'clock every day.
That's part of the
That's
challenge.
part of the challenge.
Gotcha. So it's really addressing. It's killing a couple birds with one stone.
Which I've been bad because sometimes I'm just tight. Like example, like I'm fucking.
Yeah, because you're at home bar.
Yeah, exactly. That's tonight. So like example tonight, like there's a couple of days where I will try and get up at 8, but realistically I'll get up at 8 and then probably fall back into sleep.
Yeah.
But the most time I've been on that shit, I'm like sometimes I've been operating on 5 hours of sleep.
But like self-betterment is always important. Like it's so easy to fall into unhealthy habits. Whether you're like sleeping in.
100%.
I deleted TikTok.
That's my big problem. I get up.
I
get up
see your
every-
videos on Instagram
Yeah,
because
Instagram.
like I've deleted TikTok.
That's my worst thing. I'll get up and go on social media on my phone. First thing I'm up and go on my phone.
I still do that, and like now I'm going on Reels. Like it's so easy because like once you catch yourself. Like I was every available moment. Like I go to the bathroom. I jump onto TikTok because I need quick, dopamine rushes.
Exactly.
Like I just can't be sitting still.
It is.
So I had to delete it because I just noticed that every second of available time I'm just spending on TikTok. It's so easy. Now like YouTube, now I still have access to like YouTube and everything, but because it's long form content.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, well, should I start this like 12-minute video if I'm only here for like 2 minutes?
Exactly. No, for
On
sure.
TikTok, I'll go bam, bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam.
yeah.
It's like drugs.
No, 100%. It is. Well, they've looked at. I know one thing. This is a bit off topic, but like it's true. It's similar with that like brain thing. Like when they looked at porn, for example.
Yeah.
And your brain's with porn, and then compared it to cocaine.
Yeah.
Someone who's addicted to cocaine.
Porn's the same thing.
It's the
like
same
it's
thing.
instant dopamine.
It is. And then now you have stuff like TikTok. Well, TikTok's like you see one video, and you're like, oh fuck yes, okay, next one.
Yeah. So many guys our generation don't realize we've had access to high def instant porn for
Bro,
what,
forever.
10 years?
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
No, forever.
Not forever, but like it feels like for some.
Sure. So some people were
Yeah,
raised with it, but
yeah.
only 20 years ago you had to get a magazine,
or you'd have
like
to
some lingerie magazine.
Or you'd have
and-
to buy what are they called? The boxes.
Yeah, sure.
cassettes.
Like that's a
Cassette things.
lot different to
Yeah.
having it available on your phone.
You could've just searched it
instantly.
up, exactly.
Yeah, like whatever you want. Like
Exactly.
your brain gets trained to this high dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
It's rewiring how we think.
No, for
so
sure.
all these males are like now having attachment issues. They can't connect with women
Mm-hmm.
because first of all, you're not speaking to a lot of women
Oh yeah, for sure.
because you're in your head about whatever, and you've got access to high def porn at your fingertips.
No, for sure. And then you get some of these kids who just rather than speaking to
they're
females.
They're rather speaking like you're
They'll
like,
just be go. Oh, actually, I gotta go home and.
yeah, I'm gonna get my relief from
Exactly, from that.
from porn. I'm not gonna fulfill it by chasing women, and there's nothing wrong with porn.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing.
We all what like.
I might argue that there's nothing wrong with masturbating,
Yes.
but there's nothing wrong with porn. But like, there's a problem with porn addiction.
Yeah. Like I used
like-
to be bad. Like I was bad. I was like bad. Like I'm trying to think like a little.
Yeah.
Bit, but like years ago. But now I'm like I'll be honest. Fuck, I don't know. Oh, fuck, I'll say everything on this podcast. I only probably wank like if that, like a couple times a week, if that, because I'm too busy. I always have shit going, and I'm like, fuck, do I really want to go home and just fucking bust a nut? You know what
Well,
I
I
mean?
mean, same here. I was like, probably through my high school, I was watching. Okay, I don't want to like I wasn't watching tons of porn, but like I was watching porn like every other teenage boy.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I wasn't really like attempting to speak to girls, get a girlfriend or whatever, because I was like, well, I've got my crutch, you know. So
Yeah.
cutting out porn was like one of the best things.
Oh, so
That happened to
completely-
me.
So you've cut it out.
Yeah, I don't watch porn
Oh.
as is. I still jerk off.
Yeah.
But like I'm not watching like porn.
Hey, I respect it. I'm just like as I said,
Are you watching porn?
yeah, I do, but like it's not like that. But like as I said, I don't have a wank that I might have a wank.
Because you're busy.
I'm busy.
Like if you're jerking off a lot,
Yeah.
it's not a good sign that like things are going well.
I have
you know?
I have a friend that like, I'm not going to say his name, but like
Yeah.
he's told me how much he does in a day, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like there's probably something missing. Like you should be doing something else.
Yeah.
If you just have the opportunity to be wanking all day.
Yeah. Anyways, enough about wanking.
Anyways, off of wanking.
Off of wanking.
But it like all ties back to that
yeah.
long-term dopamine.
It does. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
bro,
you can
for
have
sure.
instant gratification. Like
It
that's
does.
why all these new like manosphere like trends, they're all like dopamine cleansing.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. You're right.
It's like because your mind's now trained to pretty much cocaine, porn, cocaine, fast food, cocaine.
Exactly.
You're like getting all this instant gratification. You're in this loop. What about like delayed gratification where you're like, I've
Yeah.
been working really hard on this project and, you know, I've now, you know, whatever it is, like a TikTok
Yeah,
series
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm really proud of what I've done.
Exactly.
It didn't feel great during the process, but the end result, you know, you get that gratification later on. It's
No,
a
for
lot
sure.
more fulfilling.
Exactly. Like yeah, I'll say with the weight loss, for example. Like
Yeah.
looking at like after the first time, I'm like, oh fuck, this is one day I can't be asked to do this. But then now I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, well, I'm over 40 days in, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I actually feel
You
fucking
feel good about yourself. You
I
like
feel
wearing
good.
clothes.
Physically, I feel good. Mentally, like I'm feeling like the best I've felt in a long time. And obviously, you know, you're having normal days happen and stuff. But like I remember telling you, like, I think I told you because you were there. Did I tell you about I had that panic attack?
No.
So I think I don't know if you were there. No, you weren't. I think Harry was there, and you might have came in a bit later. And this was at work. So I was walking to work one day, and I had just a bunch of thoughts in my head, and I never had. My mental health has always been good. Like we always have
Yep.
miss-ups. Who doesn't? We're
Sure.
humans. But like,
But
never
this
had
was
any-
different.
This was different.
Yeah.
I'm walking down, and I just felt like my chest was like burning, and my head was about to explode. And I'm walking down, and I take a step into work, and Harry was like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Bro, I think I just had a panic attack. I need to I can't I'm breathing like that."
Yeah,
Because that's what it was like.
yeah,
It was
of
like I can't. I just need a second. Like it was like overwhelming, and I've never felt anything like it. And it's felt like you like been hit or something. And
Yeah, like a
And
tightness in your chest.
it was 'cause
like
it was
all.
because it just felt like my thought. I just couldn't escape these thoughts, and then I just had to like take
What
a breather.
were the thoughts?
It was
like
everything.
just self-hatred.
just 1,000 things. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I should have done this, this, and this.
Yeah,
Why
panic.
am I being? Why haven't I done this, this, and this yet? It was just all these things build up that I've obviously been thinking about, but it all hit me at that point. And then you get to that point, and you're like, fucking hell. It's someone like me who's been mentally tough. And who we all hold things.
You
in.
just you
But, like,
you describe yourself not susceptible to
No.
having these
I've
like
never had
intrusive thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't had anxiety. I haven't had depression.
Yeah.
And nothing against anybody who does, because everybody does
Sure.
nowadays. But like, I never had those thoughts, and then at that moment, I'm like, "Fuck me."
Yeah.
Jeez, like it was different. And then you look back now, and I'm like, I'm not saying I would say I feel mentally stronger. And I'm like, if that something like that needs to happen, because you know how to adapt, and you know, hey, you can help yourself and
Well,
get help from others. You know
that
what I mean?
attack was like a symptom of all these lifestyle choices
It was a
building
mix-
up.
Absolutely, it was with a bunch of things. And now, like after doing these challenge, like Project 50 and challenges like that, I'm like, yeah, I feel good. Like I feel really good. Physically,
Yeah.
as I said, I'm feeling the best shape I felt in, I want to say, in 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I probably feel
long term,
better.
that affects every other part of your life. Like you're more willing
Absolutely.
to go out and see a friend. You're more willing to,
Pardon me.
you know, you feel good about yourself. You're more
Absolutely.
willing to put yourself in situations where you normally wouldn't if you're like full of anxiety. You're like depressed.
No, for sure, 100%. And you get it's a horrible how people feel that way. But like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy and be like, people feel that way for that certain reason. But there's some circumstances
I mean,
when that's definitely true.
I think it's really good that in the last however many years we've been like focusing on mental health and
you have to.
just bringing awareness to it. And there's 100% cases where you know there's an imbalance in your brain. There's dopamine.
There is.
But let's not kid ourselves. A lot of these like cases where it's lifestyle choices. If you're spending all day on TikTok, eating Macca's, smoking pot, doing all that,
100%.
you're not gonna. You're not really doing anything. You're gonna be depressed.
Absolutely. Did you have any like mental health? Like, did you have mental health thoughts?
Yeah,
or, like,
of course.
How was it going? Like, growing up and stuff?
I don't think I've ever had serious mental health issues.
Yeah.
But definitely I've had like points where all these environmental factors are like, I had a similar thing. It was like, I think it was last New Year's or something.
Yeah, so
And,
quite recent as well, yeah.
I was walking home from a friend's house and I like started getting panicky. I started breathing heavy and just all these intrusive thoughts are like, you're not doing anything with your life. You're, unhealthy, this. No one's going to love you, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what I did, I like made a note. I went on the notes app and I like did New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
And that like kind of, I know when you're making a change, like with the 50-day project, when you like are actively trying to change,
Absolutely.
you feel better about it.
And especially writing stuff down. Like, that's one
Keeping yourself accountable.
With this Project 50 thing, I have to write down what happened every day. I'm journaling.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, sometimes I'll get a bit personal and talk about, most of the time I'll just talk about like what I did that day. But even so, to jot down what you've done in the day, it's like, it's something I'm not going to continue to do it, or maybe let's say once a week I'll do it or something. But it's good because you're jotting down from. It's not just staying in your brain. You actually
100%.
reading and seeing
if it's tracking, if it's being tracked, it's being
100%.
measured,
For
and
sure.
also a lot of like these things we do as humans, they're subconscious.
Yeah, definitely.
Like pulling into the Macca's drive-through, chucking on some porn, spending hours on TikTok.
Yeah.
You're doing it subconsciously. You're not thinking it. Like everyone probably, a lot of people who are listening to this, probably when they open up their phone, they have that app where they're like automatically their fingers being drawn to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. And I'm the same. Like, I'm always on Instagram's my app.
Yeah. Like I refresh and then I go back on Instagram
Absolutely.
and I refresh.
Absolutely.
Like,
You're 100% right. But it's just, the thing is, and I think this is going to be a big problem, especially with now kids. Like, we didn't grow up, like, for us two, like, example, social media wasn't a thing until what I was maybe 11. I'm going to say.
yeah,
12.
I think I got like Facebook when I was 9, probably right about
same as
my
me.
age,
But that was it. That
like
was
Moshi
it.
Monsters or
It's
something.
same as me. That was I was about probably 8 or 9, but I didn't use it. So I just played the fucking Farmville. I remember.
Farmville. Shout out Farmville.
Oh, that was
Shout
my
out
shit.
Farmville.
That was my fucking
Shout out
shit back in
Farmville.
the day.
Probably have like some carrots still growing or something.
Oh, do you?
I don't know.
Yeah, fucking mad, eh?
Yeah.
But I remember getting social media, and then but even so, like you look at Instagram like 10 years ago, and look
It
at
was
it now.
trash.
It was trash.
It was not.
But you
how could you
couldn't
get addicted to it? It was so bad.
you couldn't go on it. And then like with I assume parents are different. I don't know what parents are like now, obviously, but like my parents would be like, I only could go on my phone for certain hours a day.
Because they weren't raised with it.
Exactly.
Also, because we naturally understand. So anyone like whatever 20 or younger,
Yeah.
or actually 30 or younger,
Yeah.
is probably very familiar with UI and UX. So when you download a new app,
Yeah.
you automatically kind of can figure it out, and you like know because they're all using similar functions.
Yeah, for sure.
So like there's the 3 dots. You're like, oh, I'm assuming this is more options.
Yeah, definitely.
When I'm trying to get my dad to like use an app, he'll be like, I'll give him the podcast app because like he started listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
And he's like, how do I search?
Oh, so my parents, my mum and dad, my dad. I think my mum's a bit better because
Yeah.
like she's always been working like she's
Sure,
does more
yeah,
business.
she's technologically literate.
She's still not gonna know like certain things. My dad, who's working on computers, but he still doesn't know. He'll come up to me like, "Oh, Sam, what do I click here? Oh, Sam, how do I listen to your podcast?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Maybe click search.
Like, he's like, "Sam, how do I get TikTok and shit?" And I'm like, "Dad, it's just like this and this and that." But because they not grow up, it's the same with like
To us, it's automatic. We're like, how can you not
exactly
understand
because
this?
even so, realistically, we weren't from birth brought up on phones, but
Yeah.
like for 10 years, most of us,
I
10
kind
years.
of was. At least I was like, I had my first
I had a
phone
phone.
at 8, 9.
Yeah, sometimes I had a phone, but like
Sony Ericsson.
But I had I don't even know, it was a flip phone. But like I didn't like smartphones weren't really a thing until like almost 12, 13, getting and then
Yeah, probably.
and then
12,
social media didn't really pick up until let's say 14, 15.
Yeah.
And then obviously now it's a thing, but like say these kids were just being born and like growing up in the who grew up in like
those
in
like
the web.
those babies with like
iPads and shit. Exactly. When I didn't have my first iPad until I'm gonna say 14, let's say.
Yeah.
And then
where your like brain's kind of
Exactly.
still like very vulnerable and still very
Absolutely.
malleable, but not from birth.
But like my parents was like, Sam, you're only allowed to go on this for a certain time and this certain time. Now you're gonna have to say, when we give kids, these kids, or not even us, but like say people who have kids now and their kids are growing up like the Web3 and shit. What's next? They're gonna fucking teach kids how to make NFTs at birth or some shit.
But that's the thing. I like to use this example. So let's say Apple comes out with the iChip, right?
Yes.
It's like in 10 years we're like, plug into the iChip,
Yeah.
and we're watching videos in our brain.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When your kid comes up to you,
Yeah.
like she's like your 8-year-old daughter,
Sure.
and she's like, Dad, like I want the iChip. What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say no.
No, right? But
Absolutely.
she's like, but Rebecca has the
Yeah,
iChip.
yeah.
Her parents let her, and then you're like, no, well, Rebecca's not our daughter. You're not having the iChip. But you and Mommy have the iChip. Like, then it's the same thing. Like the adults now, parents now, of course they're gonna give their kid the iPad.
Oh no, for sure.
Because like they're spending all their time on the iPad.
Absolutely.
So we have to like for your own mental health, you got to kind of like, you're going to be around this technology and you're going to be using this.
It's great. Like especially these kids are going to be like, oh, the things you do, this technology, like all the kids growing up now compared to us, they're going to be wizards. Like I'll be in fucking, when I'm teaching these classes, so I'm still doing that YouTube job when I teach kids that make YouTube videos and stuff. They was telling me about stuff about certain things. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that at fucking
retention time and like, I don't know.
10 years old? Exactly. Like we're talking about fucking retention time and fucking, they know like shit about CPM. A lot of people still don't know about CPM, but because I've been making videos since I've never made money, but like I've been studying YouTube since I was 10 years old pretty much.
Cost per
view. Well, cost per minute, sorry. So for every 1,000, say, I don't want to get into it, but like, say.
I doubt the CPM.
Yeah. But like,
it's high right now.
Yeah, it's probably high. No CPM at all because you got to be monetized. Anyways. I go
4,000. Is it still 4,000 subscribers?
1,000.
1,000, but how many hours of watch time?
Yeah, watch time's like 4,000.
Yeah.
So like kids like telling me about this at like 10 years old. And I'm like, well, how the fuck do you know that at 10 years old? Like I get it, like you can research and stuff, but like, and they're like kids are like they tell me about these certain things, and I'm like, bro, I didn't know what this was until like 3-4 years ago. I've always known how to make a video from start to finish.
Well, YouTube's only like, because kids these days are like, I want to be a YouTuber.
Exactly.
That career didn't exist.
Exactly. And like
5 years ago.
Exactly. It wasn't, because it wasn't a thing. And like,
I want to be a TikToker.
Exactly. Oh my god.
We got TikTok in 2020.
But there's kids who want to be it. There's kids who want to fucking dance on TikTok. The fucking money on TikTok's brutal.
100%.
The fucking ad revenue is so horrible.
Well, YouTube is now like introducing, because they want to compete with TikTok.
Oh, you seen this?
The YouTube short thing. I think I listened to it on a podcast or something.
Yeah, I did as well. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast
It was
on
the,
yeah,
it was on and then also he told the Nelk Boys as well.
Yeah, I listened to that as well.
It's such a good.
Shout out Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, shout out Mr. Beast. He's a fucking
shout
legend.
out Mr. Beast.
But like these kids, who you're gonna go around the classroom, for example, and you'll be like to a kid like, who's your favorite?
What's your celebrity?
Who's your favorite celebrity? Who do you look up to?
They're not saying Leonardo DiCaprio.
They're not. And like when they
saying
like
PewDiePie.
Exactly. Which is like one of my I have two. So if someone asks me who do I look up to, it's LeBron James, and then it's KSI, which still is like, it's still like insane. Like, but like these kids are like, oh, because he makes good videos, I don't like these people because of that reason. I think KSI is like prove that you can do multiple things and be good at whatever you put your mind to. For example,
you can build a business out of like a personality, I guess.
Exactly.
Because he just started just with FIFA videos.
Yeah, FIFA. I remember watching his FIFA videos when I was 10, 11 years old. And now you're looking at him, he's fucking boxing and knocking 2 people out in one night.
Yeah, and like he's built a business around like boxing, which is getting which is driving ticket sales. He's got the Sidemen, which is like bringing in views. He's got Prime, which is like the best business model. If I had any cachet,
mate,
I'd be making drinks.
100% drinks or like.
Man, Ryan Reynolds just sold.
Mate, it's whatever. Aviation.
My favorite. 600 mil.
Oh no.
So your favorite gin?
It's my favorite gin as well.
Nice.
Oh,
I've never tried it.
It's really fucking good.
Comes full circle. We're back to alcohol.
We have it at UTS. They have it.
Oh well, I'm not.
Yeah,
did you?
No, I had
a wastage.
What do you mean? No, we
don't want to admit to any crimes.
No, never. No, I tried it a couple. No, like obviously after work and stuff. When they're like, you have a drink, I was like, yeah, I would always get the Aviation because it's one of the only gins that you can like. I could probably drink by itself.
Good on Ryan Reynolds, man.
He's fucking.
He's the man. Shout out Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, shout out Ryan Reynolds. A lot of shout outs today. I love it though.
You got to shout out. You got to spread love.
You have to. Okay, so this is the 10, mate. So this is 10 questions, and then We also have, there's a couple other little
Sure.
segments.
Hit me.
Okay, so first question. Oh shit, I probably should have asked you this before, but anyways, I'm just gonna ask all of them and just give me your best answer.
Mm-hmm.
First one, tell us about your most recent social media post.
My most recent social media post was photos from my trip. So like, I got a film camera.
Oh,
Yeah. And like, I nearly fell into the trend where like now my whole Instagram is just film photos, but it's fresh. It's like me with a balaclava like at the snow.
Yeah, I know. I like that. Was
Yeah, I love balaclavas, but you just can't wear them because you look like a criminal.
You do.
Yeah, but like I
At the
think
snow
they're
it's
fresh.
different.
Yeah, at the snow it's different.
Hey.
So
And
it's just me doing
yeah,
that.
yeah, you're looking hard. I respect it. Who's your biggest inspiration?
My dad.
Like, shut up,
I
Papa.
mean,
shut up, Papa.
Shout out, Dad. But really, yeah, it's like a lot of life lessons there, and like always good for advice. It's the person I turn to for advice all the time. So
Perfect. Your funniest or worst drunk experience?
which one? What
Funniest or worst drunk? Just give me a drunk
experience?
Give me a drunk story.
Oh,
funny one,
funniest
give me-
or worst?
Just give me a give me a funny one.
God. Funniest was probably on a trip to Bali
Yeah.
with Harry and stuff.
Yeah.
We went to this reggae bar.
Yeah.
Like, cause in Bali, a lot of reggae themed stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like hitting on this girl.
Oh, my boy.
Come on, he's got game. He was hitting on this girl, and then he's kind of leaving me out. So I'm just there drinking by myself. We're doing like rainbow shots.
Yeah.
And then, so like this guy has a microphone and he's singing, like this Balinese guy with dreads.
Yeah.
With the whole bar. And then a song comes on, and I know the lyrics to the song. I come from a land down under,
Oh,
where
yeah.
women blow women.
Oh.
So I get up, I take the mic. He's like, he can tell that I know the lyrics. And I'm singing my heart out
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah.
whole, like, there's like 50 people in there.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
all singing, like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, man, I really had a good time, but I was smashed. Or I wouldn't have the confidence to do that.
I would love to say that. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
One of, like, really a highlight. And that song, you know, has strong significance to me since then. But I
Oh,
always
would
loved
it?
that song.
No, it's fucking
Banger.
It fucking is a banger. Next one. What's your favorite activity to do?
So I love going to eat food. I love going out. I like getting dressed up, going to try new restaurants.
What's your favorite restaurant you've been to in the last couple months?
Last couple months, favorite restaurant?
What do you recommend?
So in Bowral,
Oh, fucking
down in Bowral,
Track.
man, great Italian restaurant. Really,
Wait, do I know the one? Oh my God,
apparently it's pretty popular. I've got a mate from
like
Bowral.
Weatherall,
He's like,
oh no, I'm thinking.
it's called etc.
No.
Etc. in Bowral. Check it out.
Okay.
Really authentic, quality Italian food.
Fuck, I'll track it all out to fucking barrel.
Man, dessert was insane. Pizza was insane.
Yum.
Pasta was insane. Just really quality.
They have really good fucking Italian food. I had this in Weatherall Park. I had this Italian restaurant that was like,
Weatherall Park.
yeah, like before Penrith.
Man, I do not know what that
You know
is.
Penrith is?
Yeah, I know Penrith.
It's like the suburb before Penrith.
Yeah?
Fucking this Italian.
Okay, you're
food
going to
I
have to
had.
send me
Yeah.
the
I don't know.
send me the details.
I will.
Yeah, find that out for me.
I got you, man.
Love going out to eat.
Yeah, it's fucking great, eh? Best place to ever travel to?
Best place I've ever traveled to?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been to a lot of places, but Thailand for sure.
Yeah.
I love just throwing on some flip-flops, paying $1 for food and just soaking up the sun.
Mad.
Just drinking like smoothies off the street.
Oh, classic.
It's just like, you can really let loose.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Where some goals for the next year or two?
Goals for the next year or two?
Yep.
Career-wise, just keep progressing. You know, I'm a recent graduate, so
Yeah.
developing my professional self, get really fit.
Yep.
You know, just have fun. I'm in my early 20s. We're in our early 20s, so like
Well,
as
so
much
much
as
time.
you know, progressing yourself and
Yeah, for sure.
building yourself up is important. You got to have fun as well.
Absolutely. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Man, in Sydney, just, you know, working hard. I'll be 27.
Seven.
I'll be 27. Yeah, so, you know,
That's crazy to think about 5 years of 27.
yeah, 27. Man, time is flying
Oh,
past.
no way.
Yeah, just like working hard, learning a lot, starting like good friends, thinking about starting a family, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like progressing in life.
Awesome.
Travel a lot.
Awesome.
I want to travel.
Yeah, fucking oath. And what's something that you're working at the moment that we haven't spoken about?
What am I working on at the moment?
Anything?
My wardrobe. Yeah, so like I'm
New fits?
trying to get the fits right.
Okay.
Get off that fast fashion.
Yeah.
Like move away from the H&Ms and all that, and just
Yeah.
get like quality
Hey.
pieces. that last many seasons. Bathing Ape.
Of course, mate. Yeah,
Man, I had this one Bathing Ape shirt, but like I can't find it. It was a baby Milo.
Oh yeah, another one. Yeah.
Man, I found it at a thrift store.
This
and
is
then
the cheap ape. This is the ape. So like the cheap version.
the AAA.
But ape.
AAPE.
Yeah, but it's good quality. Apart from, like what? It got like,
How much?
it was like 80, 70, 80.
That's a decent t-shirt.
Yes.
These I've been rocking the Uniqlos.
Oh, you like the Uniqlos? Though.
I love a
You do
Uniqlo. I love a white tee. I love a black tee. I like
I got some
simple
Uniqlo jeans. These grey ones. Classy. Very
Uniqlo
nice.
jeans.
They're nice.
The Japanese minimalism.
I was like, nah, no way he's gonna fit.
Yeah.
Fits nice.
Come on.
Nice. I look good in them as well.
It's just simple, and it's like that's the one fast fashion brand that
Yeah.
I do. Uniqlo.
I don't mind. I like H&M pants. Like these. Oh no, these ones are.
Yeah,
But
I do H&M as well.
like H&M pants. They have cool t-shirt designs.
Yeah, I don't want to morally grandstand against fast fashion, but
You're just trying to get like.
it's because
Up
I'm
the
wasteful. Like I'm pretty wasteful, and I want to up the game.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, and then we got this week's W's and L's. So what's a W you've taken this week and an L you've taken this week?
W. I got a new job.
Yep.
So
boy.
I got a new job.
My boy.
So, that's good. An L is, my car has like started dying on me.
Fuck.
So
Another fucking 2005, mate.
like I'm sitting there and like I have to like go for
Yeah.
it every time. It's a 2005 Mercedes. I went for the
Yeah.
brand, but
Yeah.
it's a good car. But I got to take it in for a service.
So I think my W, probably doing the potty. I'd say the potty, yeah.
Yeah.
On potty.
Oh, this is a massive W.
a-
Getting onto the
Hey,
potty.
you have to say that. Man.
Come on.
Thank you.
This was the W.
My
of the week.
L, I don't want to say this on the podcast, but I saw this fame and I didn't I didn't perform as expected. That's all I'll say. I'll tell you the full story.
Man, yeah. Tell me after.
But I
Man,
don't-
it happens. Turn that L into a W.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be. I just texted him before actually. And then, what else? Okay, then this question. So we have two more things. The question
Yeah,
of the
go
podcast is just a fucking question. What's your favorite experience you've had since you've been working at the last job, and then hopefully
What's my favorite experience?
you've had?
Yeah. I flew down to Melbourne. That was cool.
Still me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
but
Okay,
it's,
so I'm in the airport. So we fly down to Melbourne,
Yeah.
to the Crown, to we're doing a summit there,
Yeah.
disability summit.
Yeah.
And it was cool for me because like I got to get photos and videos, do content of. He's the director of the NDIS.
Oh wow.
I forgot what his name is. It's probably
Anyways,
bad. But whatever. And then I'm at the airport waiting. And then I bump into this guy.
Yeah.
I just randomly see him. He's like walking from the bathroom. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Sam, what's up? That was fun.
Yeah.
And I sat with him like killing time waiting
And
for
until my fucking boss had to go at you.
Yeah,
Fucking
and then your
move
boss
away.
had to go at me. She was like, Sam, too much talking, which is hilarious because when
No, I
we
don't-
worked together, that was the number one thing.
Exactly.
Talking too much.
I didn't get why it's a fucking bad thing. As long as you do
Well, it's
the
not
job,
bad for a podcast.
As long as you're doing the job, like that's.
Yeah, and it like brings vibe. You know,
Absolutely.
you want to have a bit of culture.
And then the last thing with the guest. So you have to. This is a question.
Yeah.
The last person asked. Now you got to think of a question for the next person.
Okay,
asked.
cool.
So Alex asked, if you could have a dinner with 3 celebrities, dead or alive, who would they be?
Have a dinner with 3 celebrities.
Yes. Or anybody. 3 famous people. Celebrities.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to give me a reason as well for each person.
Man, dinner with 3 celebrities. I'd do Elon Musk.
Oh.
For obvious reasons,
Yeah.
just because like
fucking Elon
he's
Musk.
kind of dominating the discussion and he's just culturally relevant.
For sure.
And maybe there's a tidbit or something I can get out of that. God, these are lame. Steve Jobs probably.
Just wants to know the fucking.
Just because
billionaires,
like
bro.
I don't know, but like I think I could learn a lot from a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
And then have dinner with. Let's do Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Because I recently just rewatched the Last
How
Dance.
good? Oh, it's so
So
fucking good.
good, so good, and he's just a beast.
And then question for next week. Next
Question
person.
for next week.
Can be anything. If you want to ask them what their favorite color is, you can do that. Don't, but like.
What? Okay, I'll go in the celebrity vein.
Go for it.
What? Who's the celebrity you see yourself the most in?
Oh. I
Yeah.
like
So and be honest with yourself.
I like it.
Like all your flaws and all your positives. Who's the celebrity that
Seth Rogen.
easily
Oh, mate.
for you? God, you're not just physically. Give me Seth Rogen. You mentally as well. You got Seth Rogen. That's a compliment.
I'll take it.
That's a compliment.
So I just sound like I'm high all the time.
No, is Seth Rogen high all the time?
Yeah, can't.
He's intelligent. He's with it.
Yeah, he is. He's a smart dude, but
He's a smart dude.
He is a smart dude. Hey, we'll give it to him.
Yeah.
That's about it, mate. That is
This was
about
fun.
it. So this is episode 32, and this is with Andrey Dill. His socials will be linked in the description below.
Follow me on the Instagram.
Go follow him. And then for me, if you listen to audio, go check out the YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go check out on your favorite podcast, Apple Podcast. And we're now on TuneIn as well. So
1 year. Nearly 1 year of the Reupload podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we're out.
Bye.